Hello guys, we the next part we've actually drove up the beach and stopped by a camp, had a quick lunch, and we're on this part of this track that we were planning on doing earlier on. There we are, that's better. You can probably see what we're driving through now. And yeah, it's very soft. The start of it's really soft, but it's really nice now. It's packed down the ground and we're into the rainforest now. So you can see how nice and dark it is in here now. So it's a nice pleasant drive. So we're off to Lake Alum. We're going to have a look at Lake Alum and then slowly make our way back to camp. Quite a nice little drive through here. It's been a while since I've been to Lake Alum. Tell you what, this once you get into the rainforest, the coolness of the breeze is so refreshing. It's quite hot along the coast today. Hey Katie. So yeah, it's a little bit warmer day today and the wind is up a little bit more. That track, after we left that lake, oh my goodness, did I have some fun. Took me back to some of the old days when I was doing a lot of forward driving, man. I got to test the traction control out on this and she works really well. So at the moment I've got stability control turned off. You can tell by the orange light on the dash. So stability control on these new vehicles are no good on soft sand because it tends to slow the vehicle down, and that's the last thing you want to happen here. You do not want to slow down when you hit soft sand if you can help it. Momentum and low tire pressures are on your side, guys, but particularly low tire pressures. You can't always have great momentum here because you do have to be wary. These are two-way roads, so you do have to take it easy. That's why this windy section here, I'm not going too fast. I'm only doing about 15 kilometers per hour here. Even though I could go a lot faster, could easily get up to the speed limit, which is 30, which is enforced here, and the police are certainly out and about. I saw 4 police cars today roaming around, flashing lights. At one stage picked someone up on the beach. So, but I love this type of driving. Been a while since I've done this. Enjoy it. Hey, where'd that come from? Like I said, it's a cool little camera. This one, it's on a gimbal. Certainly putting it to the test on this trip. goes well on loose sand. I'm going uphill, guy, in second gear, about 1700 revs on loose sand. She's not even labouring, she's just going up. I filled up at Happy Valley too this morning. It's $2.35 a litre, but what was really interesting is that, in fact, I did 33 litres or something in 200 Ks. So it went down to 16.5 litres per 100 Ks. That actually went through full driving. On this one I do anywhere between 9.5 litres per 100 Ks on the highway. 11.5, 12, sometimes up to 13 city driving, and looks like she's averaging about 16.5 doing this type of forward driving. The little one at the back is asleep. She seems to have a knack of falling asleep the rougher the road gets. So she's been passed out for a little while. It's quite amazing. So this is quite an experience for Katie. She's never ever done any forward driving like this. What we're going through here now is very tame compared to other stuff. When we hit that Lake Girraween, you can see she gets a little bit scared, but she's okay. She's not used to it first time. Oh, look out, airborne. There's a walking track that goes right around the lake, and I've never ever done it. Please do not feed the fish and turtles. So obviously the turtles are still here, that's cool. So we are at the lake now. So I'll flip the cameras over and we'll go for a wander down. I don't know if you can see that. Do it again. But there's turtles out there. Can you see the turtle? Keep trying to stick, more little ones. That's too big. You might scare them away. They're too big, you're going to scare them away. Did you see the turtles?
No, it's coming. Look, it's coming to us.
Should be able to see them now. But basically they think we're tricking them. They think we're throwing food to them, but we're not.
I lost two birds.
There we go. Look at that. You should have a good view of that one now, guys. Can you see them? So we've got about 3 or 4 turtles. Good to see they're still here. Look very clean, healthy. Very clean water here. Lots of little fish too. Look at all the fish following them. How cool is that?
Making it come back.
We'll just go back here and film the kids. There they are. Katie and Ava.
Katie, my mom's leg.
Some more people coming. So we'll just go back. Tree years and years ago, that little bridge there, that wasn't there. I came down when I had my professional camera gear and so on. Came down, there was a whopping big sand goanna over 4 foot long, sitting right at that tree, sort of half its body was going up the tree, the other half was on the base. So I went up to and I got close, and I got to within about 2 feet of him. And I sat there just taking photos after photos. And I got some cracker photos. I'll see if I can find it and post it here. But they're all on negatives, so I don't know how to transfer now onto off a slide. It was actually on the slide. So don't know if I can transfer. Guys went the wrong way. There we go. And so I won quite a few nature photographic competitions with that slide that I got done into a print. Don't think I got the prints anymore, but the story is that as soon as I finished taking the photos, he decided he didn't want to bar of me anymore. Let's go up here, the guys. So he started getting a bit aggro. So what he did, he chased me. He chased me all the way up, and all I could hear was just this big ruffle behind me, literally meters away. And he chased me all the way up to where we're going now, and I had to jump on top of these tables, wooden table and chairs you see here, and I think this is the very one that I'm coming to right now, guys. Right here, you see, I'm just walking past it now. That table and chair, I had to stand on top of the table, and this Sanguina was at the base there, just wanting me big time. It took ages before he would leave me alone. I could get back to the car. So I'll just flick the camera around and show you the table. Here we go. So the girls are showing you an example of what I did. I just stood there. Every time I attempt to move, this thing was chasing me. And mind you, this thing was over 4 foot long. Sanguina. It was humongous. There used to be heaps here. They were all over the place. I've only seen one. The whole time I've been on the island, I've seen one now, and it was like half the size of what they used to be here. So this brings me back memories. Used to camp here. This was the campground right here many years ago. That's why this spot is here. It was set up for camping. So it was a wonderful campsite. It was one of my favourite because no one ever came here. I used to come camp here and I was the only person here. Very few people camped here. So it's a beautiful spot. They've got toilets up there, and you're right next to the cars. So this ground here, where it used to be the campsite, this has not changed hardly at all. So I'm probably talking, this will be probably 30 years ago, roughly. I don't know, I'd have to check. But this is one place you'd come and you'd sure to find the big Sanguinas. Another place was Central Station. They were just everywhere there. So, yeah, it's cool. Brings back some memories. So it's nice to come back here again. It's been a while since I've been here. I'll just show you the trees and the vegetation around here. So now, so we're going to head back down to the beach and go to Dundabara, and I'm going to fill up my Drifter 60 litre water tank.